Welcome to What's Trending Podcast. It's your boy Storm Sims, and we have a special guest today. Can you please let the people know your name and where you're from, bro?
Moses, Montana. From Chicago, Illinois. And I reside in B-Town.
For sure. Now, as you all know, this is What's Trending Podcast, so we got to talk about things that's trending before we get to the best part. We got to say the best for last. We're going to talk about, because I know you got a lot of businesses and business ventures and you got a lot of stuff going on, man. So we're definitely going to get into that. But first, I want to talk about Justin and Hailey Bieber announced pregnancy in an Instagram post. Justin Bieber is 30 and Hailey is 27. They both got married in September of 2018. So, are you familiar with them announcing their pregnancy on Instagram?
I am familiar with the announcement.
For sure. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't have the kid earlier.
Right.
He's been in the game a long time, so to finally now. Took him long enough.
For sure.
Took him long enough.
For sure that. Yeah, 30 years old. By that age, usually people have kids by that age. But I'm 30 and I don't have kids, but hopefully one day. For sure. How many kids do you have?
I got 4.
4 kids? Yeah. That's what's up, bro. For sure. Now, as far as rap beef, it's a lot going on with the whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar thing. Recently, Drake's security guard was shot outside his mansion, and his OVO store in London was vandalized with "They Not Like Us" graffiti. How do you feel about this whole rap beef? Do you feel like it's going too far with people getting shot and stuff getting vandalized? Or?
I mean, once people start getting shot, yeah, we've gone too far.
Right.
As far as his security guard getting shot, that's crazy. That's wild work right there.
For sure.
And I mean, the stores, the graffiti, that's what those are. I mean, they're insured, but I mean, the fact that it's happened is crazy. It's reminiscent of the East Coast, West Coast beef back in the 90s.
For sure. Yeah, that's crazy. That's definitely when people are getting shot and hurt. That's going too far. I want your opinion about who do you think? Because there's a lot of mixed feelings about who won the beef or who's winning the rap beef or whatever. Are you Team Kendrick or Team Drake, man?
Man, look, I'm Team Drake.
Oh,
Drake. I'm Team Drake. And let me tell you why. Because Kendrick has always been, to me, okay, just in my own personal opinion, highly overrated as a rapper, as a lyricist, as an artist, altogether.
Right.
Overrated. I think they give him too much credit.
Okay, why do you say they give him too much credit?
Because first of all, when he came out with the whole, what was it, like the King of New York or the King I can't think of what it was, but it was some talk about him, being the king, like at the time. So you didn't put in enough work to try to get that title yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you did not put in enough work to say that you're the king of anything in rap.
Right.
When there are a ton of other OGs that have been doing this forever who haven't necessarily tried to claim that title or become a self-proclaimed king.
Right.
I don't think Drake has ever really done that. I think the people did that. Because Drake the GOAT, bro. Everything he make a hit. It's going to the top.
Everything
that's what
he
it's
makes,
for, right?
Or everything his ghostwriters make.
Okay, here's the thing. He's the performer. He's the performing artist.
Right.
See, his title, his job,
right,
is performing artist.
Yeah.
That's not to say there aren't other artists, okay, on the roster who are writing. Neil's written for Beyonce.
Yeah.
Things like that. Nobody's talking about her ghostwriters.
Right. But we're talking about Kendrick Lamar.
See, I feel like it's only because it's the rap. We're talking about rap.
But Kendrick writes most of his raps.
Regardless if he writes it or not. If I was opposite of someone who had a team of ghostwriters that are obviously dope at what they do,
right,
then it would be my inclination to get myself some ghostwriters if I was going to go up against that squad. Because now, talk of 20v1, that's going to be a 20v1.
Right. What's a 20v1?
20 verse 1.
20 verse 1. Yeah. I mean, but aren't you a music artist?
I am.
And you producing all type of stuff. But I want to stick to this. I want to get your opinion as a music artist. Right. You respect another artist that basically has ghostwriters and doesn't write their own music. Do you write your own music? That's what I want to ask.
Yes.
Has anybody ever ghostwritten for you?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you respect that as an artist?
Okay. No, well, I will say this: nobody has ever written entire songs, but I have had writing sessions with the homies when we write music, and somebody give me a bar.
I mean, bro, that's
so
not.
If you consider that's ghostwriting, then
that's not the same thing.
But
bro.
Then no.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Me personally, I can't respect that, bro.
But I have ghostwritten for a few artists in this town.
I bet you have, bro. But that's what I'm. So you look at it from a different perspective because you actually have ghostwritten. But that's the thing about it. Like, me personally, I can't respect you if you're not writing your own music. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
I can go with that. I can go with that.
Everybody has a different opinion.
Because I felt the same way about Drake when I found out he had a ghostwriter. Because when he first came out, you thinking you got this artist. He came out, he the best lyricist ever. This fool putting words together like that's just crazy. You like, yo, that was nuts. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then you find out he's got a ghostwriter. So it's a little disheartening to find out that he's got ghostwriters. But when you think about ghostwriting in general, a lot of artists have had them. A lot of artists still do have them, and they're not going to stop having them. I mean, that's what labels do. They give you songs to sing.
But that's why I get an edge to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Because he's actually rapping about stuff that he wrote. You know what I'm saying? So it is different when you're rapping about stuff you went through personally and how you feel as to somebody else writing music about how they feel or whatever the case is, because it's not the same thing. You're just reading lyrics somebody else wrote. That's different than writing them yourself.
Well, I mean, you would be performing.
But he is an actor. He's a great actor. I'll give him that.
That's how he started.
For sure. Speaking on music, Chief Keef has a project called Almighty Soul 2 dropping Friday, May 10th, which includes 17 songs for all you Chief Keef fans. Are you aware of Almighty Soul 2 dropping tomorrow?
I am aware that he was supposed to be dropping something new, but that's all I have on that subject.
For sure. On to politics. I don't know how you feel about politics, but Stormy Daniels wraps up her testimony in the Donald Trump hush money trial.
Wasn't she like a porn star or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, it's going down. In the courtroom for sure. Mr. Trump is juggling his campaigning with legal battles. He faces dozens of criminal charges across 4 separate cases. His first criminal trial is underway in New York City, where he has been charged with falsifying business records. How do you feel about the whole Donald Trump thing, him fighting these criminal cases and all these cases and running for president?
Well, I mean, America was built, continues to be built on criminal acts. So he fits right in.
I mean, I guess you got a point, bro. But it's kind of crazy because Trump is suggesting that he won't accept the election results if he loses again. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're aware of what happened before when he didn't accept it and everything that happened at the White House and all of that. So basically, he's saying it's gonna go down if he doesn't.
I say voting at that level doesn't even matter anymore because they do have the Electoral College. So even if no one voted, they would just use the amount of people in that state. The number of votes that would be given, and then who was going to win and who was going to win.
Right.
So what we need to do is vote on a lower level. Okay. We need to vote in these local elections, in these towns, and where the state is making laws, and that's where it starts.
For sure. But I think it kind of is scary. Considering what happened last time, them people basically took the White House over. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take a rocket science to figure out if all them people was black, a lot of them people wouldn't be here. It'd probably be a massacre. We try to take off over the White House. But it just goes to show how people really feel, how he's really dividing this country. If he wins, it's gonna get crazy, man. You know, or if he loses, either way, you know, it can get crazy. So,
I mean, I don't know that I could give him the credit for dividing the country.
Well, no, I didn't say he divided. I say he's divided it even more. He's made it even worse because the whole Proud Boys thing and Make America Great Again. I don't know if people can read between the lines, but basically he's an open racist. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take a rocket science to figure out what America used to be. You know what I'm saying? It is getting better. Things are getting better no matter what people say. I mean, we're not in cotton fields anymore or in the back of the bus or we can't go in certain restaurants. It used to be a lot worse. I'm not going to say a lot.
That's fair.
Maybe a little worse, but it's getting a little better, you know, but at the same time, Biden isn't no better. So, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
They're all it is. Most of the time, you're just picking the greater of two evils.
Right.
Neither one of them has your best interest at heart.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you're just picking who's going to cause the least amount of trouble in your day-to-day life. Now, if you would live in a different day-to-day life, then Trump might be a decision for you.
Right.
When you're in a certain class and you know you're getting taxed because you make more money and instead of the tax being equal, you know, things like that. It might benefit you if you were living the Republican lifestyle.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I think that most people are going to be in whatever political party they were born into. You know, your mother's a Democrat, you're a Democrat. She's a Republican, you're a Republican. You know, because we're raised by our environment.
Yeah. And
if that's the environment that you're in, that's what you're going to be given. So that's why you have black Trump supporters. We might think it's insane, but maybe it's most beneficial to them in whatever situation they are in.
Exactly.
You know, so I can't look at them and make judgments.
For sure.
So.
No doubt. Yeah, I don't have an opinion on anybody or anything like that. But
if you're not going to become a politician yourself, right, to make changes, what do you really have to say about it? Like if you're not going to be the one making the changes or going out there to try to make a change about it, why make a fuss? Why make a ruckus? Why? I mean, what does it even matter?
No doubt. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's kind of important for people to get out there and vote, you know, because especially black people at the end of the day, because our people have died for us to vote. This fought for us to have a lot of stuff that we take for granted. You know what I'm saying? People have literally sacrificed, you know what I'm saying, their life for something as simple as just going to vote, stuff that we take for granted. So it kind of is important to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, everybody has a different opinion because I know a lot of people feel like their vote doesn't matter, but at the end of the day, it does. And I would recommend people get out there and go vote for who you want to vote for because like you said, your situation, everybody has different situations. You know what I'm saying? So vote for who you want to vote for.
Yeah, but you already heard the man say he's not going to stand for losing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the crazy
So
part,
does
bro.
it matter?
It might not.
He already told you he's not going to stand for losing.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by, you know, he might mess around and start a Civil War or World War III or anything, man, because I'm not going to lie, he's a scatterbrain, man.
It wouldn't take that to start a Civil War. I mean, what is a Civil War? A Civil War is a fight.
Well, I'm not saying that. I don't think it's going to come to that. But the things that he's doing and the type of stuff that I've seen when he was in office, he's made a lot of people more open about being racist and more comfortable about coming out and doing racist things. You know, he's definitely made a lot of people that are racist more comfortable with being racist. And you could tell when he was in office.
So are we going to stop racism by voting?
No, I'm not saying that. But my thing is, why would you vote for somebody like that?
Okay.
If you know he's a racist.
Okay, because let me tell you this. If he if he had had the right political point of view for me,
right,
then I would vote for him.
Right, I understand that.
Racist and not racist because,
right.
I mean, hell, we're in America.
Yeah.
Started racism.
Racism is always going to be around.
Well, they didn't start racism, but they started out in racism. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not a surprise to me that he would be racist. I mean, even a man in his age group would probably be more likely to be racist. So if I look at you and you 70 at this point, it's 2024.
Right.
Okay. You 70 years old, 75 years old. I already assume you have certain point of views. I mean, I wouldn't treat you any different until you showed me that those were the point of views that you had.
Exactly.
But I automatically assume, just because that's in the era in which you grew up, that you would have a certain point of view where you might be racist. Because you were in that age group and you're maybe from the South. You know?
Right.
Like I see you're a 75-year-old white man from Texas. I'm gonna assume you're a little racist.
Well, not everybody is racist.
You have to understand that the whole era of when people were slaves, it wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't, and I don't think a lot of people realize
it wasn't that long ago. So to have come as far as we have come, great,
for sure,
great, kudos. You know, I can go into a store, drink at a fountain. You know, I can ride the bus in whichever seat that I'd like to sit in the train. I can go buy a car. I can go buy a house. I can do this. I can vote. I can do these things.
Yeah,
we've come a long way. I'm not trying to take away from any of the accomplishments that us as the black community has made, or any contributions that we have made to the lifestyle that we're in right now. Because I can still be at a segregated water fountain.
Could still be in a cotton field.
Right. Still be out of picking cotton. So I'm not trying to take away from that.
Right.
What I'm saying is, nowadays, we are where we are.
For sure.
Right? The only thing that matters right now, you got to get some money.
Yeah.
You got to get some money.
Yeah.
That's the only way people really change anything. It's the only way people are being listened to. You got to have some money.
And that's the crazy part about it, because I feel like a lot of people are blinded by money. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, money is important, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely things that are more important than money, including especially family. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? So I think people need to kind of realize that.
I'm speaking about money in relation to change in the world.
Well, it
like
starts.
It
starts in the household. It starts, if you really want to change something, it starts in your home. Because if things aren't right in your home, no matter money or whatever, things aren't right nowhere. And you know, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but there's a lot of fatherless homes. You know what I'm saying? So that's a problem
let's
too.
get deep into it.
You know what I'm saying? Because money isn't necessarily, if we're gonna talk about change, that's not necessarily the thing that's gonna really change as far as people.
Okay, so now let's talk about what we're trying to change.
Because money is more powerful than the devil.
So we got to be more specific. You know, well, we could get into that. I don't necessarily believe in the devil.
Right.
Okay, so I mean, we could get into that.
Right.
But right now we're talking politics.
Right.
The way these people make change.
Right.
They get funded.
Right.
They get paid by these companies, these lobbyist companies, who fund their campaigns to put them in office.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then they lie to us on the way up.
Yeah.
When they're really working for the people that have been lobbying. So if I'm a pharmaceutical company and I fund your campaign, hey, here's $35 million. But the only caveat to that is I'm going to need you to go ahead and mandate these vaccines.
Right.
You know, that's how that works. And it works in other aspects as well. That's just one. So if you're talking how to change the world on a global scale, it takes money.
No, don't get me wrong. Money is important.
Now we could dial it back to in the home. Change starts within the home. Yeah, change does start with you. If we're talking about racism,
but that's just like the stimulus checks. A lot of people, they only want to vote for Trump just off the simple fact that, hey, he gave us some money. that don't take away from the bull crap though. You know what I'm saying? That he's on. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like all type of stuff, bro.
You mean like the refugees and cages and things like that?
All type of things,
yeah,
bro. And then, as far as just him, even with these cases he has going on, the proof is in the pudding.
Let me tell you what.
You know what I'm saying?
That's because us as Americans are too comfortable. You get that when I say that?
I understand.
We're too comfortable.
You're right.
See, change, real change, takes blood. Like this country was built on blood. Wars. That's what it takes to change. See, the white people with that group that went up there to the White House, see, they didn't really want to die for it.
Well, there was people that got killed and injured.
Okay, the people going to do that,
right,
wasn't trying to die for it.
I believe they were, bro, because
they weren't trying to die for it.
If you're
That's why they got locked up.
If you're going to the White House, let's make it make sense. And you're trying to, and you got all of these people.
You can go to the White House right now.
You're trying to take over, and let's say me and you go try to take over the White House, and we got guns and weapons and all type of stuff. What do you think they're gonna do to us? You think we're not gonna have to think about getting killed?
The White House already has certain measures in play. People, they take tours of the White House all the time. You're not gonna get to anything important, to anyone important,
bro. Did you not see the videos like the politicians had? They were hiding and they had to retreat into all type of different rooms. They broke in the rooms and took all type of stuff and damaged all type of property.
They're not worried about the property. They give people tours of the White House all the
time. Bro, they broke in the White House.
Accessible.
They took the White House over.
It's only a building.
Okay, but this is my thing. If we let's take 100 black people up there to the White House and do the same thing, what do you think it would be the same results?
So are you asking me?
You think nobody would have got killed? Nobody would have.
I don't think that at all. That's not what I said. No, absolutely somebody's getting shot.
Right. So if you went up there, you would think like, hey, we're all going up here like somebody's probably going to get killed or hurt.
It's gonna take that. If you're going up there, then you need to. If you really are going to exact change.
But he tried to flip the election. He lost. That's why they went up there.
See, are you going to make change? Or something. No. Here's the thing. Now let's stay on one subject at a time. Because are we going to create change for real? Or are we going to make a scene? Because a lot of times you're going up there to make a scene. You're not really going up there to make change.
They were trying to change the outcome of the election. And that's basically what he said is like, in so many words, if he loses this next election, he's not going down without a fight. And I don't think anybody...
I would have to know what he means by that.
I don't think... Basically, I mean, what happened before? You know, I don't think nobody has ever seen anything like that in their life. You know what I'm saying? With a presidential election and somebody actually trying to overrule it. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. And I don't want to get too deep into politics, you know, because it's a touchy subject, you know what I'm saying? And I know people have their different opinions about it. But that's why I got you on the show, because I wanted to know your opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, my thing is how he fits right in, man. It's America, man.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure, man. In sports, you know, it's the NBA playoffs right now. They got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics, the Dallas Mavericks versus OKC Thunder, the New York Knicks versus the Pacers, and the Denver Nuggets versus the Minnesota Trailblazers. Do you watch any basketball?
I don't watch basketball. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not a long time.
For sure, that man. Yeah, it's going down, man. Anthony Edwards is going crazy.
Like I catch a game here and there, but not to the point where when I was a fan.
For sure,
when I was a real fan.
For sure. Well, now we're gonna get to the best part of the interview, man. Man, you're a tattoo artist, music artist, producer, director. You got all type of stuff going on, man.
Yeah, man.
You got a lot of business ventures and stuff going on, man. Can you let the people know a little bit more about yourself as far as what you got going on business wise?
Well, everybody already knows, I do the artwork, and been trying to venture off into different creative avenues, such as, the videos. I'm trying to put this movie together. It's like B-Daz, he wants to shoot a movie, he's gonna have me shoot that, help direct that. And that's pretty much the direction that I'm headed in these days. I've always been a fan of film, and these days I have started to study more about it, study, different directors and different projects that they've had and how they put those together. And especially people who have done it, on lower budgets. That's what I'm learning these days, is some local directors, and I'm trying to rub elbows with those guys and try to get my foot in the door.
For sure. As far as tattoos, man, you're a tattoo artist, man. I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama know about you in the 309 area, you know what I'm saying? And outside of the 309 area, you know what I'm saying? And you're a dope tattoo artist, man. How can the people get in tune with you if they want a tattoo?
Most of the time, just hit my socials. Any social media is Moses Montana across every platform. It's pretty easy to get a hold of me.
For sure, man. So if y'all need a tattoo, man, definitely get in tune with Moses, man. For sure. Now, as far as the music, man, you got some music out there too. You got some dope music, man. I ain't know you was that raw with the music, bro. But I checked out your music, and you definitely going crazy, man. Can you shout your YouTube channel out for the people?
YouTube is gonna be, again, Moses Montana, and you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, everywhere, Moses Montana.
For sure.
That's the brand.
And you make beats and stuff too, man. You're a producer, you record music, man. Can the people get in tune with you if they want to buy any beats or if they want to record?
Yeah. Again, hit the socials if you want to record any music, if you want to hear any beats, buy any beats. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. That's the fastest way to get a hold of me.
So, I mean, you shoot videos and stuff too. Can they get in tune with you if they want a music video shot or anything like that?
Yeah, the music videos is something that we are doing, that we are offering. The company is the Movie Guys Film Studios, LLC. That's registered here in Illinois. You can get a hold of us for any, if you need a commercial shot, if you need video shot, product ads, anything.
For sure, man. So I want to talk to you about this upcoming show, this season. What's the name of the show?
Loyal to the Soil.
Loyal to the Soil. Make sure y'all go check that out on YouTube. Now, is that on your YouTube channel?
That is on the YouTube channel. We do have the pilot episode out on there. It is one episode, but it is broken down into 4 parts. The future episodes will not be broken down into pieces. It was only the first episode, so that we can kind of spread it around a little bit and get people into or in the know about what we're about to do.
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about it and they're waiting on it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard some people. Yeah, people have been talking. I got there's some people even from here all the way to Chicago that they know about the show, and we have some newer actors that are wanting to be interested in being involved. So if you want to get involved in the show, be an actor, be a stagehand, whatever it is that you want to contribute to the show, feel free to hit the inbox.
For sure.
Because we need all the help we can get.
No doubt,
we need all the help we can get.
Make sure y'all be on the lookout for Loyal to the Soil, for sure. So, how do you manage to do all of these things, man, and still have time for your family at the same time?
No, that's a biggie, man. It's there's always been a need for balance there.
Right.
So what I try to do is I work as much as I can, so that when I need to take time off, I can do so.
For sure.
And I've always had the blessing of being able to work pretty close to home, if not at home, so that I could, be here, handle things that I can handle, like as a dad.
No doubt.
Because that's really the most important thing to me. It's the greatest thing I've ever done.
Yes, sir.
It's the best blessing that I've ever had.
No doubt. That's what's
all this other shit is cool, but without that, It don't mean nothing.
That's
It don't
dope,
mean
bro.
nothing. On the real.
For sure, man. Family is definitely first, man, for sure. Now you say you're from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
When did you move to Bloomington?
I moved to Bloomington in about 2001.
How old were you?
At that point, I was 18.
Okay. So
18,
what would you
19.
say the difference was growing up where you're from in Bloomington?
Lot of difference. I mean, where would I even start? That's a pretty big one because there's so many. Everything is different. Everything is different. From just the path and journey to the store. Just you want to go to the store and get a soda, get you a pop, get you a juice. You know that could be dangerous where I was from.
For sure.
Here, you know, you don't think about it as much. Your head's still on a swivel no matter where you're at, but there it's a little more intense.
For sure.
Yeah.
No doubt. What high school did you go to?
I went to Lakeview. High School. It's Irving Park in Ashland. It's like northwest side.
Oh, okay. And what type of student were you? How was high school like for you?
I was an honor student.
An honor student.
I was
That's
an
what's
honor
up.
student. I was on honor roll. I was always so bad at school when I was in grammar school and grade school. I was a horrible student. But when I had gotten a little older and got a little more mature, got into high school, you know, I knew I could do the work. I just didn't do the work. So I started to do the work. You know, became an honor student. I was supposed to actually be an aeronautical engineer.
Oh wow, what's that?
It's when you engineer airplanes and airplane parts and, you know, flying things.
Oh
So,
man,
yeah.
that's dope.
And I don't make pictures for a living.
For sure.
So no, you know, to go to show you, man, life can just pop up on you out of nowhere. Things have changed. You know, it's always funny. You think you got a plan, and then God will show you something else.
Yes, sir. I want to get back on the one more subject before we wrap things up, and you give the people some advice. 3 people are getting killed by the police every day. Pretty sure it might be more than that. Black people are getting killed 2.6 more times than white people, so they're almost getting killed triple the rate. So how do you feel about police violence going up, but civilian homicides are going down? So we're killing each other less, but the police is killing us more now than ever. So how do you feel about that?
I haven't personally read that statistic, so if that is the truth, I'm glad that we are killing each other less.
Right.
As far as humanity goes,
Yeah.
a lot of time it's senseless. But as far as the police go, I have a great disdain for the police. I don't like them. Fuck them.
Well, not all police are bad, you know.
No, I'm not saying all police are bad.
Yeah.
But I could spend all day telling police that all black people ain't bad.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it goes both ways.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't care to know which ones are bad or which ones are good.
Yeah. You gotta
Neither do I.
For sure.
That's how I feel about the police.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you know what? To be honest, my statistic it might be out because I think to be honest it's more than 3.
If I told you how I really felt about the police, it might get your page shut down.
Well, the last one got shut down.
So we're gonna try to save this page,
right.
and that's all I have on that subject.
For sure. Well, man, I'm pretty sure you know about what's going on in Israel and Hammas and all of that. And,
yeah.
Basically, Hammas invaded Israel and killed over 1,200 civilians, and then Israel retaliated and killed over 30,000 innocent civilians. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I happen to be Palestinian.
Right.
A lot of this that's going on over there.
Right.
It's because America is funding Israel
right.
to kill us, the Palestinians. See, this is a story that goes back a long time.
Right.
I don't know how much of this you know about.
It's been going on since the beginning of time. I mean, you know, my thing is what I was saying is I know it's been going on forever in the Middle East. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is what's going on now. This started last year when Hammas went. I'm pretty sure everybody seen the videos when they went over and killed all the people in Israel. And I'm not on Israel's side, you know, but there was a lot of civilians that got killed on camera.
But there's hundreds of thousands of civilians and other Palestinians
that are getting that are being
murdered.
And I don't want to make it sound like I'm taking up for this because I'm not.
They've been kicked out of their land.
Right.
They've been robbed of their wealth.
Yeah.
There's apartheid. Okay, there's an apartheid there.
There's a genocide going on.
There is a genocide going on where the Israelis are killing Palestinians.
That's
now,
what I was
here's the
get
thing.
to.
The way that Hitler was treating the Israelis, the Jews, is the same way they treat the Palestinians.
Right.
They treat them with the utmost disgust and disdain. But for what? Because they took the land. They wanted the land. They took the land, and they're claiming a biblical birthright to the land, which the United Nations is against, but still allows them to do it. They have no right to the land that is actually called Palestine.
Right.
Not Israel. They call it Israel now. But they have no right to that land.
Right.
Okay? If we wanted to be completely honest, and if you wanted to correlate it with biblical teachings and things like that, Palestinians don't have rights to the land. If you really want to go deep. But all of them are Semites. So, as far as the anti-Semitism and stuff like that, Palestinians are Semites. All right, this is an old story. It's an old story that's too deep to go into.
Right.
Because it'd be a whole nother podcast.
For
it'd
sure.
be a whole nother show for you.
No doubt.
We could do that at a later date.
Definitely could bring you back.
We could do that at a later date. But yeah, it's an old story. But really, what it boils down to is America wanting a piece. They want that. They want that northern port in Gaza.
Right.
Because it's import money. Money.
You're right. That's what a lot of stuff is about, and that's what a lot of people is blinded by, man. But it's sad that Israel is sending all of them bombs and missiles over there and killing all them innocent people in the Gaza Strip, and you know they killed over 30,000. I'm pretty sure it's more than
probably a lot more than
that. You know what I'm saying?
They also sent food packages for the Palestinians so that they could gather them and herd them in one area to bomb them.
Yeah, that is sad, man.
You know,
and
America is funding that.
But
let's not be confused. America is funding a genocide.
They are. But I seen something today on the news where I guess Biden is putting a pause on funding it or trying to or whatever. And
thanks a lot.
You know, I think he's realizing that there is a genocide going on. You know, and he's basically funding that.
Well, I think now that Americans, ex-Marines, are here setting themselves on fucking fire while they're alive in protest of it, might open some eyes.
Yeah. Now that's wild. Now you say I seen the video.
There's multiple videos. That wasn't the only dude.
So you saying somebody set themselves on fire?
Straight gasoline.
And why did they do that?
In protest of America's involvement.
It's sad, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I mean, they're just trying to kick off another war that we are trying desperately to stay out of, but silently fund. Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, shout out to all the soldiers and stuff like that, man, fighting for this country and doing the right thing, man. Before we get up off of here, man, I want you to give the people some life advice, man, because you're a dope person, man. You're an intelligent person, man, and I feel like your words are powerful. You know what I'm saying? And it might be somebody out there that could take something from what you say. You know, some advice, some life advice. You know, can you give the people out there some life advice?
My biggest life advice would have to be doubling back to what we touched on earlier. And I can only speak from a perspective of a man, a father. I can only speak from that perspective. So take that time with your family. Like, all the rest of it, the chase, the trying to get there, wherever there is, it's like it never ends, because even when you reach a milestone, it's like you find a way to reach for another one. Take the time for your family and go to that daddy-daughter dance. Go to that football game for your kids. Go to that soccer game. Go to that recital. I know we gotta work and we gotta pay bills and but sometimes we have to just say, you know what, I gotta do this, because that's the most important thing, because that's the only thing you're gonna regret at the end of the day. You're not gonna regret not becoming a millionaire. You're gonna regret not being there for your family when you want it, when they need it, when they need it. That's probably my biggest sacrifice.
I think that's the best advice we ever got on the podcast so far, man. I ever got on this podcast, man. That's what's up, man, because that's real spiel, man. For real, for real. Well, I definitely appreciate having you on the show, big bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
I'm grateful, man, to have you on the show, man. It gets greater later. You got a lot going on. I'm pretty sure, man, you're going to keep going crazy and keep doing your thing, man, and keep getting better every day.
Yeah, for sure. That's the goal.
For sure. Well, this is What's Trending Podcast. You already know what's going down like the Titanic.